Okay, it's a Monday holiday and I just stumbled across your wonderful teepee here. First, maybe we could start out if you could tell me your name and where we're located.
I'm Mark. We're along the foothills here in Golden. I got this teepee a couple years ago. It's been a lot of great fun. I've been learning how to use it. There's a manufacturer in Colorado Springs. They make the teepees for Hollywood movies and anybody who wants one. And they vary in size and shape.
So you get a lot of people like me wandering through your neighborhood that stop by and say, hey, look at that neato teepee with all these regular houses.
Yes, it's quite an attraction. A lot of people like to stop by and see the dynamics of it. Some people are really fond of the teepee, and I know I was at first, and I learned how to set it up and how to use it. Now I've gotten to the point where I've got it so I can heat it up. I normally set it up in the mountains when I go fishing and camping, but when the gas prices got so high, I decided to practice with it here. So it's been a lot of fun, and
wow.
I look forward to using it a lot in the future.
Darn interesting. If you don't mind, let's take a look inside.
Yeah. Watch your step, man.
Yeah, especially while I'm recording. I don't know how well this will come out inside. We'll just keep it going, and if it's too dark, I'll turn it off.
I've got it winterized for use in the winter months right now. It's got an internal liner, and the wind will blow up through the two liners and go out the top, but it takes the heat as the hot air heats up. It helps blow it out the top so the smoke goes out. I had to learn that kind of by experience.
Interesting. So you actually create fires in here to keep it warm?
Yes.
I think this is coming out. It's a little brighter than I thought. Wow. Well, this is fabulous, and it smells really nice. It smells like a fireplace, kind of.
Pine wood here. Got that from the Cayman fire.
Which fire is that?
The Cayman fire. The Forest Service allows you to go collect firewood from up there.
Okay.
And I was really grateful to them. But this is just actually water in here. It's not gas. It heats up along with the fire. When the fire starts here in the stove, the hot air will go up, and then the air from around the liner on the inside will, as it heats up, it rises and takes the smoke straight out the top. So it's
this is just plain cool, and it's very comfortable in here. It's, even though it's bright and sunny out today, it's still relatively cold. I'm going to guess 40 degrees. It's warming up, but in here it's perfectly comfortable, and I can see where this stove would really heat things up.
Yeah, it gets pretty warm depending, on how much wood you put in there, and the draft kind of circulates this way. This is called an ozan. It traps the heat. So once the heat starts to rise, it'll trap a lot of it here. So you can use this as a kind of a living quarters or whatever, camping quarters, if you would. And we've got little grillers here. We can put steaks on and put them in the fire, and they cook up really good. And just been having a good time with it, experimenting and seeing how it works.
Do you think it's, even though it's modern materials, obviously, do you think it's in the design that Native Americans were accustomed to hundreds of years ago?
I've often wondered the same thing. I was at the it's the Cody Museum of Natural History or something in Cody, Wyoming, and they have a lot of pictures of the original teepees. And I think what the Indians did, they had buffalo hides, which actually were insulated because of the fur, and it made it a lot more practical because it would trap the heat naturally, and they wouldn't have to have gigantic fire like this because the canvas isn't very thick. So in order to insulate, they were fortunate to have the buffalo.
Wow. Well, fascinating. I appreciate you letting me interrupt you this morning and taking a tour of your teepee.
You're welcome.
Okay.